kitten was a very good kitten, and he always listened to his parents no matter what. He would also do well in school and pay attention to the teacher and get very good grades. He would also behave well outside of school and home too. He would never litter outside, anywhere. He would always throw his trash in a garbage can. He would always be determined to finish his homework the second he gets home. He never had a missing or late assignment, ever! After eating, the dishes would be washed and cleaned by him. He would never leave his mom to do the dishes. It was his way of thanking his mom for making him food. Unlike any other kids, he could do his own laundry as well. Every week he would have clean, organized clothes. He would also spend a lot of time with his wonderful, loving parents. He would always find the time for them and thank them for everything they have done. His parents were the most important people, and he loved them more than anyone he ever loved. But this kitten was completely the opposite of what you call good. He would never ever listen to what his parents say at all. He was addicted to video games to the point where he would play at school as well. He never ever got good grades, but he never cared. He was way worse when he was outside, always littering and never throwing his trash in a garbage can, even when there was one right next to him. The most thing that he despised was being forced to do his homework after school. He never finished an assignment at school or at home. After eating, he would never even thank his mom or help her do the dishes. As usual, he would run back to his addictive video games. His laundry was another thing that he really hated. He never cared about it, so he would just leave the pile of clothes for his mom to do. He would almost never spend any time with his parents at all. He would always choose his video games or devices over his parents any day. The next day, both of the kittens were at school when something surprising was announced by the teacher. It was announced that they would be doing a project that was very important, and they would work with a partner. Surprisingly, the teacher paired both of the kittens together to work on the project. The kittens have never partnered up before. The kittens decided that they would do the project in the brown kitten's house. They took out their supplies, which was mostly some colorful markers, and a very big white empty poster that the teacher gave them to finish. So then, they started to begin their project and decorate their poster. Finally, both of the kittens' hard work paid off since they were done with their project. They decorated it very nicely, and the brown kitten actually tried his best to help. The kittens started to clean up, and they realized that they liked working with each other. Suddenly, the brown kitten's mom was calling them and telling them that lunch was ready. The brown kitten starts yelling at his mom, telling her that he's not hungry and that he doesn't want food. The white kitten was shocked to see him yelling at his mom. The white kitten starts to tell his friend to not yell at his mom so rudely because his mom worked very hard to make the food, and she wasted her time making it since he doesn't want to eat it. The brown kitten suddenly starts to feel very bad for being so rude to his mom. Both of the kittens quickly dashed to the kitchen and gobbled up all the delicious food as fast as they could. After eating, the brown kitten helped his mom and washed the dishes for the first time ever. After that, they both went back to the brown kitten's room. That's when the white kitten spotted a paper on the ground, so he picked it up. It was an undone homework assignment from school that the brown kitten got an F on. The brown kitten started to explain how the homework assignment was hard for him. He didn't pay attention in class, and that's how he got a bad grade. But the white kitten told his friend that he can help him finish the homework assignment so he can turn it in tomorrow and get a better grade. The white kitten helped his friend with the homework assignment, and the brown kitten was actually starting to slowly understand the problems. The brown kitten was finally done and was so happy that he finished and understood the assignment. The brown kitten hugged his new friend really hard and thanked him for helping with the assignment that he couldn't do. Then the brown kitten asked his friend if he could organize his clothes with him since there was too many. The white kitten happily said yes, and he was happy to help his friend. They started to organize the clothes one by one and took their time to make them look very neat. The kittens finally finished organizing the clothes very neatly. The brown kitten was very happy because his room looked clean for the first time, and he really liked that. After that, the kittens went out for a walk since it was such a pretty sunny weather outside. They both ran to a nice, beautiful park and started to take a peaceful walk. Suddenly, while they were walking, the brown kitten dropped a crumbled tissue. He said that they can just leave it there and continue walking. But the white kitten started to explain how littering is really bad for the earth and the environment. The brown kitten didn't know this at all, so he grabbed his trash and threw it in a nearby garbage can. The kitten kittens went back home and waved goodbye and hoped to see each other tomorrow at school. Next day at school, the brown kitten turned his finished homework at the teacher's desk and hoped for a much better grade this time. After recess, he was surprised to see his finished homework on his desk with a big A in the middle. He couldn't hold it in any longer and started to cheer happily in the middle of the class. His friend saw him and joined him as well. He was very happy that his friend got a good grade. Seeing this, the brown kitten started to do more right things. When his parents called him, instead of yelling rudely, he would talk nicely. And of course, he would always be happy to do his homework and turn it in on time. He earned very good grades because of that. Every single day, after eating, he would always help his mom by washing the dishes neatly. He started to do his laundry on his own as well. He enjoyed organizing his clothes and having a clean room. Every time he had trash, he wouldn't leave it on the ground, but instead he would throw it away in a nearby garbage can to prevent the environment from turning bad. He learned all of these useful and right things by his dear friend. The brown kitten was very happy to meet the white kitten, since his life got so much easier learning good manners.